Hi, how are you? Of course you can join me. Yeah, you know where it is, just settle yourself down. I've brought a couple of new cushions, so make yourself all nice and cosy. Alright. I'm just getting myself together to nip out. No, it's no trouble at all. It's just really nice to see you. So how have you been? Right, okay. Well, I'm glad you're telling me. Sometimes it's just good to share something, isn't it? And have you felt like this for a while? I see. Yeah. Well, I think you know best in your own heart what you need to do or not do. I don't think there's a wrong or right answer. Have you been feeling like this for some time? Well, it can come in waves, can't it? Well, you know I'm always here. If you want to talk or share anything, or just want some company. This one is just a moisturiser. This one is, it's the Pericomb Face Finishing Firming Tinted Moisturiser. It has SPF, this one. Yeah, I tend to use it as a base or just a bit of moisturiser. I'm just nipping out, not wanting too much. Oh, it has been cold, hasn't it, today? Just suddenly the last couple of days. Yeah, there was a bit of snow yesterday, which surprised me. I'd seen the weather forecast for them to say that it had sort of turned from the milder weather to this colder weather. But I wasn't really expecting the snow. Do you want a drink or anything, or are you okay? Have left my mirror somewhere, so I won't worry too much about doing eyebrows or anything like that. But I need to give these nails some attention. It's always this time of the year when the weather gets colder, and well, as you know, I have to do quite a lot of sorting and cleaning and bits. But I was pulling out some Christmas decorations and I caught my finger. I hoped I hadn't snagged the nail, but I have. But I have these little stickers. I think I've shown you them before. Yeah. Smudge on my glasses. at all. I'm just happy that you felt you were able to come to me. And I think just sometimes spending, I don't know, just a few minutes together with anybody, just sharing your feelings, your thoughts, or just getting out of your own headspace to quieten down the noise or the confusion, to regain some clarity maybe. Yeah, I'm not saying, I can make it all go away or help completely, but I'm here. Yeah. Let's take off this old stuff. This is the Nails ink. It's actually a watermelon fragrance, which I'd prefer the original. In a few minutes' time. So, yeah, just waiting for my washing to finish, and then, although I put some towels in and they're taking longer than they should, and they'll probably come out a bit damp, which isn't great for this time of the year, but at least they'll be clean. No, I haven't done much writing recently. I started a little book months and months ago. As you know, I've had quite a lot going on with one thing or another. And it was a children's book. But at some point when the time's right, and I know I say you should always write a little bit every day, but just sometimes life throw some cards up that you just have to reprioritise. I believe this is where I'm supposed to be, so I'll just do what I have to do, but it'd be nice to go back to some writing at some point. Maybe do another Bernie Taylor book. Yeah, we've done the London days and nights, and we've done the New York days and nights. It'd be nice to do a Christmas version of it. Maybe a short stories of Bernie Taylor in different scenarios. What do you think? Yeah, and then there's the 7 o'clock club book. Yeah, that's sort of lined up for a sequel. I just need to be not in the right headspace, but I suppose a little bit of the right headspace. At the moment it's not the right time at all. Let's take that old sticker off there. And yeah, I'd like to do some short stories. I think as we're coming into the Christmas season, was it last year, the year before that, I changed the cover of the Christmas book. But I enjoyed writing those short stories, so I might just promote that book, or I don't know. Right, let's find the stickers. I've picked up a couple of advent calendars, mainly for my grandchildren. Not sweet ones this year. I'm pleased with them, yeah. There's a good selection out there. I have started doing a few decorations, but I'm not doing as many this year personally, for obvious reasons. But yeah, for the business, the pub and the restaurant, I think I'm on I'm about my 10th box by now, or bag of doing it. And that doesn't even include the trees and the outside things. And then a whole basket of more stuff. And then that'll be that. It's still less than I normally do, because normally I do windows and I go out hollying, which, to be honest, is a lovely thing to do. It's just on a crisp day to go out on your own or with someone. I've shown you them before, haven't I? The nail saver patches. The sort of small ones, medium and large. And because I've broken my nail really quite low, and this keeps happening, it's too short to come off at the moment, so I need time for it to grow out, and then it will come off, but without it being sore. Hopefully that's the plan. But no, it's nice to go out on a crisp day, just collecting some holly and just have a moment with your thoughts, listening to the birds. The occasional robin, I see, but I've seen far more kites in the sky. Yeah, the bird type, yeah. They're really quite impressive. Yeah. I think nature's very healing. Yeah. That's the Margaret Dabbs, although I've jumped a stage. I've kind of jumped forward. I'm just going to plonk that there for a moment. This is also the Margaret Dabbs, which is the cuticle, just to give it a little bit of extra moisture, because again, when it was so cold yesterday and there was ice on the cat bowls, the water bowls, and I always like to make sure that they have water, and so I was dipping my fingers in to try and lift out the round piece of ice. I could not feel my fingers. It was so cold, so cold. But I was determined to get the ice off, to make sure they had a bit of water. Yes, the feral cats that come around, we look after them, give them a bit of warmth and love and kindness. It's a bit of shelter for them. We've bought some cat houses and there's a bit of heat there, and we get them neutered if we can, and rehome if we can. But they kept appearing, and I was giving them some cat treats, and then another one would appear and I'd give them cat treats, and then another one appeared kind of later on in the day, but a bit early for dinner time, because we keep dinner at sort of 6:30, and this one arrived a couple of hours early, and I thought, oh my goodness, I want to feed you because it's cold, but if I start feeding one, then the others will appear, and maybe it will confuse them other times, I don't know. And I felt guilty because when I came out later on, that one wasn't there. But it wasn't a thin cat. I think it's a clever cat. I think it goes around getting food from all sorts of places. I think it must have had a kitten at some stage, because there's one very similar. But she's been neutered now, so. I mean, my nails aren't as good as they were. I kept breaking them through the summer or whatever I was doing, and they were getting better until this one. But no, I love going out and seeing their little faces. I do worry about them when the weather turns cold, I really do. But there's no way of us getting them inside, because we haven't got the cat flaps, and it goes into the bar and the restaurant, obviously for all sorts of reasons. That's not viable. Our personal accommodation isn't accessible to the outside, so we do what we can. So, yeah. Do you? Is that cats and dogs? Oh, right. They are. I think just spending some time with them it's a tonic, it really is. Sometimes I just sit on one of the benches once I've finished sorting things out, take a moment to watch them play with each other or have a little doze in the sun. A bit scatty, some of them are, but it's nice. Yeah, I used to have a cat. Sadly, he passed away a few years ago, again in a very cold spell. It was quite old anyway, but it's sad. It is sad when you lose a pet. A couple of years ago we lost our dog. That was very sad, that was. Not saying more sad than my cat, but we were very, very fond of our dog. Okay, let's see. I think I'm just going to put on a clear, but I love these perfect formulas over there. Ruby pinks and pale pinks and the clear, but the lids don't come off very well at all. And then once they're open, they can go a bit thicker, but I have ordered a little selection more, so hopefully I can get into this one. So you see, they need to work on that design because it happens with every single bottle. Let me just hold on to it at the top and see if I can pull it off. There we are, start back on again. Hopefully it's not too gloopy and I can manage to do a little bit. No, just take your time. It's fine, I've got a few more minutes. Pop this on, let it dry. Then I'll go and find a mirror and just dab a little something across my eyebrows just to darken them up a little bit. That's it really. No, I'm not going to pop any makeup on. No. Sometimes I like to. Not so that it feels like you're wearing makeup. I don't like that. And when I have gone to sort of special occasions and thought, oh, I'm going to put more makeup on, it makes me feel very uncomfortable, like I've got a mask on. I could almost rather scrub my face clean and just be like that, but just a bit of moisturiser or sometimes something tinted. Might wear a bit of, not even bronzer, just something a bit darker occasionally, or a bit of or blusher. I quite like the Tan Luxe drops that you pop into your moisturiser that just give you a bit of a natural glow. But no, I don't want to go out too late because with the temperatures dropping down a bit, I'd rather get to where I need to go safely before the temperatures get too low. I think it's just due to last another day or so, and then as usual rain will come in. But I like it. I like the seasons. I love it when it's a rainy day and you're inside all cosy, doing errands inside or just being creative or reading a book or watching the television, a nice film, something. But then sometimes it's nice to have a walk in the rain, as long as you're not going out somewhere. Yeah. Spring I like it to see the bulbs come through, and summer when we have it. There's a bit of few and far between, although it didn't rain much this year, but it didn't feel like a summer as such, but maybe that was just me. So did I bang into you? Sorry. I kicked my leg out. Right, so. But if I am nipping out, you can stay there as long as you want. There's a fur throw just on the side there. This is probably my, what do they call? Treasure Island item? Or Treasure Island? That's the word I'm looking for. If you could take one item. Yeah. Try not to get it on my nails because they're still a bit wet. But to be honest, the perfect formula does dry really quickly. Well, yeah, I use it as the gloss or the highlighter. It's good for cuticles, burns. This Bavada 8-hour cream. So there we have it. Pop that there. Close that up to keep that. It's a little bit full again. I think I need to clear out some of the nail varnishes and bits that are in there. I can still hear cars outside, so the roads must still be okay, so I think that's me. I'll get what I need, but by all means stay and just, you know, I'm here for you. It's always nice to see you. Yeah, okay. Well, just take care of yourself, okay? No, I mean it.